Hey guys, Cyber. Relax! I was just gonna get there. Anyway, as this little buddy was saying, 80% of you aren't subscribed to the channel, so hit that subscribe button. It really helps. Hey, what Pokemon are you?
Milwaukee Regionals took place the weekend of June 18th and was the first North American event with the Astral Radiance set legal for play. Palkia V-Star was the most hyped card from the new set, and it didn't disappoint at Milwaukee, where 3 Palkia V-Star decks finished in the top 8 of the Masters division. Familiar Tier 1 decks Mew VMAX and Arceus V-Star Inteleon also showed up in the top 8, but none of these 3 decks made it to the finals. Duraludon VMAX Arceus V-Star won the event, and Blissey V Miltank was the runner-up. Although Duraludon VMAX has been a meta deck for quite some time now, I think it is safe to say that nearly no one could have predicted it would win this regional championships. Blissey Miltank had probably been more poised to do well compared to Duraludon VMAX, but it was also a surprise to see it finish in 2nd place over powerhouse decks like Mew VMAX, Palkia V-Star, and Arceus V-Star Inteleon. Duraludon VMAX likely took advantage of a newly developed metagame that was focused on hitting Palkia, Mew, and Arceus for weakness, as well as 2 new special energy reliant decks, Blissey and Regigigas. While Blissey Milk was a known deck that would show up without being too popular, this positive matchup for Duraludon paid off since Blissey was the final matchup. Regigigas, however, was quite popular at this event and has a gruesome matchup against Duraludon, even with Path to the Peak being added into many Regi lists. Moving on to the North American International Championships this weekend, which closes out the 2022 Pokemon season, I expect Duraludon VMAX and Blissey V to see a small boost in play due to their surprise finishes in Milwaukee, but I do not think they will take over the metagame at all. The 3 decks to be on the lookout for are Palkia V-Star, Mew VMAX, and Arceus V-Star. Now, Mew VMAX is a very known archetype, and every list you come across will more or less look like this list you see here on screen, but for Palkia and Arceus, the lists and versions of decks can vary quite a bit. Here we see Tord Reklev's Palkia Inteleon list from Milwaukee Regionals, which plays Irida as a main part of the deck's consistency engine. This version of the deck allows the pilot to hand-pick which cards they need between Irida and the Shady Dealings abilities on Drizzle and Inteleon. This variant can be a bit slow to take off sometimes, so some players will choose the turbo version of Palkia, which was very successful a couple weeks ago at the Melbourne, Australia regionals. Arceus V-Star is probably the most adaptable and versatile card in our standard format, so you can realistically come across an Arceus deck with just about any card in it. The most popular versions will be Arceus Inteleon, Arceus Flying Pikachu, and Arceus Malamar VMAX. Arceus Inteleon is similar to the Palkia Inteleon deck since it can often choose the exact cards it needs at any given time. This variant focuses on healing your Arceuses over and over with Charon's Care and winning a war of attrition. The Arceus Flying Pikachu decks utilize Flying Pikachu VMAX to wall out pure basic Pokemon decks like Regigigas and Blissey V, while teching in dark Pokemon like Crobat VMAX to take care of Mew VMAX decks. Arceus Malamar VMAX utilizes Jolteon from Vivid Voltage, along with Memory Capsule, to shut down entire decks with Jolteon's ability, while using Malamar VMAX for extra disruption with its Max Jammer attack, and as a good attacker against Mew VMAX since it is Darkness type. In addition to these 3 popular archetypes, and the winning decks from Milwaukee, Duraludon, and Blissey, I'd expect there to be some Regigigas, Ice Rider Calyrex VMAX, and various Lightning-type decks to counter Palkia V-Star at the higher percentages of the metagame. Good luck if you are playing at NAIC this weekend, and if not, enjoy the stream from home. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time here on Beastcoast Pokemon.